we've spoken to over 800 vendors over the past year so that we can get input into our radar reports, our evaluations of the industry and the market categories that we cover. There's no cost to participate in a radar report, but it does take time and effort from vendors to brief our analysts, to respond to questionnaires, to fact check the materials, and so on and so forth. And we're utterly grateful for all the input that we get from vendors for doing that. So, but a very valid question from vendors is, what is in it for me? Why should I bother? Why should I bother participating? So I just thought I'd go through some benefits for vendor organizations, the service providers, solution providers, product providers that we work with. What are you going to get out of it? So first off, we will be promoting your solution category. So technology solutions respond to a given problem or scenario and tend to fall into a category. We give them names and then we evaluate according to the needs of that category. Often highly needed solutions are not being considered because mega trends take up the oxygen for smaller categories. That's often the case for less cool areas such as IT operations, data governance, or indeed newer areas like value stream management and FinOps and Kubernetes management and so on. As we cover these broader sets of solution categories, we're essentially making the case for why they should exist, and your solution can benefit from the increased visibility that this brings. Second, we will be talking about your solution as part of the category. So as well as our subscription base, GigaOm and its analysts have over 500,000 followers across social media. Readers of our reports number in the thousands. 1,500 plus downloads is typical for a report. And our analysts are increasingly quoted in the press. If we review your product or service, you will pick up a public mention simply for being in the category. You can see it as free advertising. Third, we will give you feedback on your solution. If you brief one of our analysts, you can expect an interactive dialogue with a technical or market expert. The more open you can be in this part of the process, the more honest we can also be, driving a conversation around current product, market fit, roadmap, and so on. Our evaluations cover your strengths and weaknesses and how well we see that you fit the needs of the scenarios that this category addresses, which we will share so you can see where and how to improve. Fourth, we are more likely to cover your solution as you would prefer. Basically, we're not looking to mark down a product or solution, but in some cases we have no choice. For example, if a feature is not clearly described or documented in publicly available information and you just haven't told us about it, we can't say that it exists. Most vendors do bring something of value to the party, but if this is not clear to us, then potentially neither will it be clear to your prospects. So an interactive dialogue cuts through this, giving you the credit you deserve, enabling us to understand your feature set and how you're addressing certain market needs better than we can get just by reading up. Finally, you may save time in the long run. A repeating pattern for us is when a vendor tells us they're too busy to participate in our research. Then when we do our research without vendor input and send it for fact check, the vendor requests a briefing at the last minute to run through any revisions. Sure, we may have got some elements wrong, but then so would an end user trying to research you. The point is, why not speak to us first? Then we can all do the job more efficiently. There. We're always looking to improve what we do, and we welcome your thoughts on that. Questionnaires can be a pain, for example, but they should be seen as a means to an end, which is presenting your solution as well as possible. If you want the visibility, feedback, and results, then come on in, let's work together on this. Or if you're inundated with requests by firms similar to us and you can't cope with them all, let's talk about that. We want to be the signal, not the noise. Either way, we're here for any questions you may have. Thanks for listening.